Hi, my name is Bill, and I'm on the staff at the Sudekum Planetarium here at Adventure Science Center, and this is our online NightWatch Sky Report for August 2020. We start off by taking a look at the moon phases for the month of August. The moon will be full on August 3rd, followed by last quarter on the 11th, new moon when it's invisible from the Earth on the 18th, and finally first quarter on the 25th. Now looking in our evening sky nearly overhead, we can spot the three bright stars that form the beautiful summer triangle. These are the stars Vega, Deneb, and Altair. Now the summer triangle is a group of stars that we properly call an asterism. Asterisms are unofficial pictures in the sky, and you can make up your own any clear night. It turns out those three bright stars are part of three official constellations in the sky. Vega is the brightest star in the constellation of Lyra, the harp. Deneb is the tail of Cygnus, the swan. Cygnus, by the way, is also known as the asterism of the Northern Cross. And finally, Altair is the brightest star in Aquila, the eagle. Now you might be wondering, are there any planets to see in the sky? And this summer we have quite a few planets in the sky. Looking toward the southern part of the sky, you can spot the two planets Jupiter and Saturn, and they've been with us for several months. Jupiter is the brighter of the two and appears as a bright white star-like object in the sky. Saturn is to its left and appears as a yellowish or cream-colored star-like object. Taking a look at Jupiter through a pair of binoculars, you can see its tiny disk feature and probably four of its brightest satellites or moons named Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. Through a telescope, you can see them even better, as well as cloud band features in the atmosphere of Jupiter. As for Saturn, to see its beautiful ring system, you really do need a telescope. Binoculars just won't show you. But take a look with the backyard telescope and you can see the tiny disk feature of Saturn, possibly even its bright moon Titan, and of course those majestic rings. Rising a little bit later, about 3 or 4 hours after sunset, you can spot the planet Mars rising up higher in the eastern part of the sky. Now Mars is in the news because now we have the Perseverance spacecraft on its way toward Mars, and it will be landing in early 2021, so watch for that. If you have a telescope, you may see a tiny disk feature to the planet Mars, but it's not as spectacular as Jupiter and Saturn, since Mars is only about half the size of the Earth. But the big feature this month of August is the annual Perseid meteor shower, which peaks every year around August 11th and 12th. That is during the late night hours and the early morning hours of the 11th and 12th. However, if weather does not permit or you don't get a chance to look those evenings, that's okay. The Perseid meteor shower basically runs all month long, with the best time period between around the 10th and the 14th. And again, the peak between the 11th and 12th. The meteor shower is best seen after 11 p.m. until sunrise. And if your skies are clear, you should look high in the eastern sky or even straight up overhead where you can get a good view of the nighttime sky. If you have any trees or buildings or houses in the way, you definitely want to get away from those so that you can get a nice wide view of the sky. Now normally, we can see anywhere between 40 and 100 meteors per hour under dark skies, but since we have that last quarter moon in the sky, it will interfere with some of the fainter meteors by brightening up the sky. However, the Perseid meteor shower usually puts on a good show, so if skies are clear, go out and check it out. These are commonly referred to as shooting stars, but meteors are not stars at all. They're tiny bits of rock in space burning up in the atmosphere high above us, and they are the leftover debris of comets that have intersected the Earth's orbit in the past. The Perseid meteor shower is actually the remnants of a comet called Swift-Tuttle. Now don't forget, Adventure Science Center is now open, and you can join us here at the Sudekum Planetarium to see some of our shows. During August, we present
Rusty Rocket's Last Blast, also Dark Universe, and our live Night Watch Sky program, as well as Habitat Earth.
And also we have our laser concerts under the stars. During August we feature Queen, the Beatles, Michael Jackson, and Pink Floyd. And if you can't remember everything in this sky report, you can go to our website at adventuresci.org and print out a copy of our current August star chart. And I thank you for listening to this month's August Night Watch Sky Report.